Good evening, everybody. Hope you're all doing well today. There we go. Still haven't gone around to adding some more stuff to Zatsu playlist, have I? I'll probably look tomorrow if I remember. That's if I remember. You know how bad I am at remembering to do things that I said that I'm gonna do. But, eh. So, how was all used today? I hope you all had a wonderful weekend and all that. I did. It was a nice chill one. But then again, every day's kind of chill for me. I do just generally try to avoid stress whenever I can. Mostly because stress don't do my bowels any good. But that's a bit of a TMI, so not bad. But yeah. And again, today's been good. Went outside. Well, went out for once. Had food. Bought stuff. It was nice. Like, it's nice to get out the house for an hour or so. Like, a couple of hours. And yeah, I slightly feel old because the area we went to changed quite a bit, but it changed a good couple of years ago. So yeah, slightly feeling old, but that's just a thing of life, ain't it? Things just end up just changing. That, and I'm just not very good with keeping up with news on particular things, am I? Keep forgetting the bloody, release date for Mouse PI for Hire, and that literally got announced, and the release date for that literally got announced, was it yesterday or Sunday? I can't remember. But they announced the release date for that one, actually. For anyone who's not in the know, it's a indie game that I've kind of been keeping an eye on because it looks very interesting. Really. Basically, it's what's the best way to describe this? Boomer shooter, but in Rubber Hole's animation style. Like black and white cartoon Rubber Hole style. And yeah, I've been keeping an eye on it. Another game I was keeping an eye on came out today. Duet Night Abyss. Well, when looking at watching other people play it, yeah, I don't think that one is for me after all. Oh well. I'll see how it is in like a month or so or something. I'm not exactly desperate for new games. I still have my giant ass backlog to get through. Speaking of that backlog getting way worse, I decided to drop a new update for Vampire Survivors. Well, the new update for Vampire Survivors came out today. Haven't had a chance to actually have a look at it, but guess what I'm doing Halloween night. But yeah. Oh, to be fair, it is a fucking sizable update. Like, couple of new maps, a update to the old Castlevania DLC, which ironically I was working through a bit about yesterday. Yeah, they added a bunch of new stuff, well, quite a bit of new stuff to add, as if that DLC wasn't big enough already. Yeah, some extra maps. I can already guess one of the unlock requirements for one of them. Just from its theme and relic, I think you're going to be able to get there. And on top of all that, they announced, well, they randomly decided to drop, yeah, with having free Blood Troll DLC. Honestly, yeah, it's kind of crazy it happened, but not the most excited on that one. Blood Troll never really took my interest, believe it or not. I know, it just doesn't. I'm probably more likely to try Silk Song than Blood Troll. And even then, that one's not likely to happen either, because I hear Silk Song is bloody hard. And you know me, I'm not one for smacking my head against a hard game. It's not something I personally enjoy. I don't mind a challenge, sure, but I also don't want to spend 3 days with a game beat my head in with a brick. That's not my idea of fun. And again, I tried Armored Core 6, so I gotta get back to that. Actually, well, might do now that we've finished Titanic Scion. Might go back to that in my spare time. I've already been going back to Xenoblade X in my spare time. Anywho, I'm gonna boot up the game. Been yapping for yeah, been yapping quite a bit. I suppose I am in a bit of a yapping mood, which is kind of weird for me. Like, really weird. But yeah, gonna be playing some more AG Calamity. Because I decided to move a playthrough stream to today. Yeah, I've decided to move a playthrough stream to today, cause I decided that I'm not gonna be streaming on Friday. I'm just gonna be relaxing on Halloween night, cause I tend to like doing that. Also, I have not been playing this game off stream at all. I'm not even being sarcastic or joking on that one, I really haven't. Yeah, Vampire Survivors has me in a chokehold still. Because of course it bloody does. Oh yeah. Anywho, last time we started the game and did the first two, and then it split off into four different ones, and we did one in Gerudo Town and one in Rito Village, and now we are going to do ones in Zora Domain and Death Mountain. Because we only have 2 of the champions. So, why not?
Yeah.
Eggs.
Huh?
Can we start eating already? Not half bad.
Yeah, even for XP, cause might help level up a characters early on. But yeah, we're gonna bring our Bowser as a +1 here.
Who could traverse rivers and lakes with ease, lived in Laneru.
Actually, it would have been dramatic.
splendid
Well,
place dubbed Zora's Domain.
weirdly ironic to bring Rivali with us.
Mipha, a Zora princess with the power to heal others' wounds,
Cause
was
there's
selected
this
to pilot
really,
the divine
really
beast
old
Varuta.
fan theory to do with Burrito of Wind Waker that they weirdly evolved from Zoras, which doesn't really make much sense because Zoras are good with water, but I suppose these are technically freshwater Zora or some shit like that. I know in Echoes of Wisdom, you did have 2 different types of Zora. The freshwater Zora, which are like the modern Zora, and the saltwater Zora, which were the old style Zora. Yeah, Zoras used to be bad guys
And the rest of her party,
in the old games,
Zelda headed to Zora's Domain, where she was
and they
granted
looked
an
way
audience
different.
with King Doraphan.
Oh yeah,
Mipha,
in the Breath of Wild timeline, Zoras can grow, well, male Zoras can grow fucking huge.
My father, King Rome, has faith she will do her utmost. With your permission, of course.
This will be a dangerous mission. Piloting the divine beast against the darkness. And I understand that the knight who will seal that darkness has not yet appeared.
That is true.
I must refuse. I cannot send my daughter into such peril.
But
Your Majesty! I bring news!
Well, Link, you've grown since I last saw you.
Female Zora in this timeline, they don't grow to be as big.
And yet, you have not changed.
Like, they typically
Sherisan. Guardian?
grow to be the size of an average human.
How cute.
Princess Mipha! Monsters on Ploymus Mountain, marching this way.
What of my father?
His Majesty is leading the army to intercept.
thought the prince was here with you.
Sidon is missing.
Oh yeah, because of it being 100 years ago. Idon's actually still a kid.
We will find Sidon. You must watch
There
over the
was-
domain.
Highness.
They're very much like elves in the fact that they can be very long-lived in this universe. Don't forget, we can actually
I will try.
give Mifa a shot. Her whole gimmick is geysers. When you use your what's it attack? You can actually jump out. Also, aerial attacks will actually yeah, aerial attacks will actually hit the weak point gauge directly. That's it. That's a difference from the first game. Let's see. These two kind of divide and conquer a little bit. Yeah, Mifa's a healer, not so much a fighter. Ironic that the water character is actually so damn good at aerial combat.
It is done. Excuse me.
Okay. Yep, that was the wrong one. Our first goal is to save all the Zora captains. Hold on, what's her stream health look? Yeah, stream looks healthy. Alright, back to American things. I'm gonna use this time to actually clear out the thing.
I cannot go.
Oh yeah, another thing to note about Mifa. Her special will actually heal her. These things will toss. Yeah, I don't think electric enemies have a specific weakness. Oh yeah, Zelda's here too, but as an NPC. And I think Impa's also high over him. Oh. No Impa on the field. Interesting. Yeah. How are you today, Novum? Hope you're doing well. Okay, I guess. Was Zelda just running into a wall there? Was that necessary? No. Was that fun? Yes. Okay. Yeah. Now we have to kind of divide and conquer a little bit. So, what the plan is? Let's see. What should we have? I have Link go over there, and as I go along, I'll capture any outposts. See if that helps us out at all. There are a lot of water puddles on this map. Worth taking advantage of those if you're able. To help clear out heaps a bit quicker. Okay, yeah, here I need to hustle a little bit to save the captain. So I'll send Mifa over to there and have Bosa deal with this one. Luckily, Link's moving. What should I call those attacks? The ones that the you do whilst moving, but don't stop your momentum. Oh. Well, Yep, he definitely found that particular captain definitely found himself in a bit of a pickle. I think Link was heading over there anyway. So. Yeah, Mifa has a pretty good weak point smash for just AoE. Really. Oh. Okay. I can't tell if that's just cause lightning sort of insta exposes weak point, or moblins are just naturally weak to it. Yeah, they just seem to be naturally weak to it. Okay. That's kinda useful to know. Here we go. Bro is on a sliver.
Nice one.
Okay. Oh, okay. That's where we're actually meant to be headed. Good, good. What? Yeah, if you don't have a whirlpool out and you use Mifa's unique action, she'll plot one down. Is that... I feel like if I'm gonna have situations where I need to farm materials from airborne enemies, Mifa's probably gonna be the one to use, cause she can just hit them really quickly. Also, that's a fucking Lionel. These things are faster to take down in Tears of the Kingdom. I don't know if I'd ever try a stream playthrough of that game again. Likely not. Like, ooh. Yeah, I forgot about Lionels are annoying in this game too. They do a lot of damage, and are generally hard to dodge their attacks. Like, oh, he was charging, so out comes Cryokinesis. God, I've forgotten half of Mifa's moves. Oh, you do not want to get hit by that. Ouch. No. I have no idea what's going on right now. other than just particle effects. Oop. Damn, burning through the apple supply. Yep. Okay, that's the what's it one? There's 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3. 3 lights for heavy. And I think that's the map finished. Yeah, it's not actually that long of a map. At least to my knowledge. But it kinda makes sense cause the bit immediately preceding this fight. Also, Tiny Sidon is fucking adorable.
I was so worried about you.
But still, I am proud. What a brave little brother I have.
Even when he was little, he still had that award-winning smile.
Oh no. Mifa.
The smile was so goofy. Yeah, but you gotta love it though.
What is that?
And now for Link, we're getting Zora weapons. Mifa's unique weapons are, well, spears and tridents. Well, I say unique, but they bring the elephant through? I suppose we should probably address that, shouldn't we? Give it a second. Give it a second. And there's your elephant. So, yeah, motion control aiming really don't do anything with what I'm using a wired Pro controller. So, that's been turned off for now. Oh yeah, one interesting thing about Age of Calamity. you get to drive a giant mechanical elephant. Welcome to the first of a good couple. Well, the first of Far Meadow. Well, which people are so weak in a fight. To be fair, a lot of those monsters are kind of extinct. To be fair, actually, funny you say that, but Zora one of the more common species in Zelda. Them and Gorons. But we'll get a bit more into Gorons later. Oh yeah, if you have warning triangle show up, that means something's trying to attack you. So, best to take it out lickety-split. But yeah, fun fact about Zoras in this timeline. Now just an 8080. Considering this thing's a quadrupedal? Yeah, pretty much. But, can a 8080 do this? Yeah, I love the fact that this is the special moves on the Divine Beasts. Cause in Breath of the Wild, I believe, once you've done the side, well, when you do a side quest for a particular Divine Beast, and you fight, go and fight Demon Beast Ganon, they'll actually fire that laser acid. Yeah, that's a lot of items. But luckily we have a giant laser, so... yeah, it was a pretty short segment. Well, there is a particularly divine beast I don't like driving. Destroy the generator before the A-Wings come over. Fair enough.
We are woefully unprepared.
Fun fact, I've never actually seen us. Oh. I think I've seen Phantom Menace all the way through, but I think that's the only Star Wars film I've seen all the way through. You have to remember, I'm not too much of a film person, even when I was younger.
Attend.
Yes, Father.
Yeah.
You will become the pilot of the divine beast.
Oh yeah, there's something I wanted to mention but I didn't get to during the giant elephant section.
You must promise to come back safely.
And that is the Zora in the Breath of the Wild timeline. They actually have a near fatal, well, actually let's just say it is a fatal weakness to electricity. That's why most of the force that was attacking Sora's domain were electric monsters. Well, electric variants of monsters. They're basically just like water Pokemon in that regard.
Bravo! Superb!
Military training camp. Like I said last time, this one's a pretty useful one to have. Spend rupees to pay for training and leveling up the characters that have joined you. I can't select Link because he's the highest level character we have. But if we were to, let's say, pump some rupees into Rivali, he can quickly catch up. Ah.
I will not rest on my laurels. I am stronger then?
That one said about a goddess statue. God. I can't remember where it is in that sort of area. Well, in... No way, I'm not thinking of a goddess statue. Is there a goddess statue in that area in Tears of the Kingdom? I know there's a, thing tower there. Because it's like high up in the mountains of that. It's usually a bit of a pain to get. Anywho. Suppose I should go on to the next one, shouldn't I? Daruk, the Gorn Hero. And for this one,
You have a lot to look forward to.
we're gonna switch over to Rivali.
You call this surprising.
Just cause we didn't get to show him off yesterday. Well, yesterday? Last time.
The
Which
rugged
was on a
Warriors
Friday.
Lived in Goron City, a town carved into Death Mountain. They were forged in volcanic heat.
Gorons!
Their bodies as
Alongside, Vizora are another common species in Zelda.
a brave Goron.
They're
whose power
basically
and
rock
protection
people.
propel the mightiest of blows.
And
Was deemed the best
I
candidate
guess you could say that the
to guide divine
closest
beast,
thing
Va
Zelda gets to dwarfs? Because they tend... that was weird. They tend to deal with mining quite a bit. Especially because their entire diet more or less consists of rocks.
Securing Daruk's cooperation.
They can also survive in lava pretty
What
well.
you'll learn about me is that I never refuse a sincere request. So of course I'm on board with your plan.
Capticar's being a bit squirry. Or it could just be the Capticar just doesn't like the cutscenes.
Oh?
Well, it's just Varudania isn't a difficult spot right now. The divine beast was found pretty high up on Death Mountain. A lot of monsters have been crawling around lately, so even getting close to old Rudania is a big pain. Only the bravest go up there now. So that's why it's a good thing it's gonna be us!
Of course.
Come on! Death Mountain won't
Yeah,
climb
so...
itself.
Daruk much like Darunia in the first Hyrule Warriors game, is the Goron Chieftain. Basically, Goron Head Honcho. An ability unique to him is Daruk's Protection. You see that little barrier he killed himself with? Yeah, that's well, that's Daruk's Protection. It's literally a barrier. As you can guess from someone his size, he used your big slow one out the group. Oh yeah, if you like playing as Darunia in the original Hyrule Warriors, you'll feel right at home with Daruk. They also kind of gave him an ability in this game as well. Well, the magma pillars, the whole magma pillar mechanic. Basically, he can create magma constructs and such, which he can then use his unique action to kind of detonate them. Also, Gorons get around by rolling. As Daruk says, he wouldn't be affected by a lot of things. Anyway, we're gonna give Revali a try. Okay. The retail characters in this game. Yeah, my accident just spoiled that. There's mob 1. They have a on-ground moveset and a in-the-air moveset. With them, you want to be as airborne as you can. The unique action is going into flight mode. And you press it again to fall back to the ground. Yeah. Rivali's a distance fighter. If you need something, well, if you like air superiority and range, Rivali's the character for you. He's probably better and more skilled hands than mine, if I'm honest. Yeah, his stasis one isn't too bad.
Get another victory.
Yeah, be aware that being damaged will take you out of flight mode. Daruk, you're supposed to be going over there, mate.
Cool down. Watch and learn. You stand a chance.
I mentioned about Daruk's unique ability a minute ago. Each of the champions has a unique ability. Belsus has control over lightning, Mipho it's healing. Daruk it's his shield thing. And for Rivali it's his mastery over wind. Okay. And who's making pancakes? To be fair, probably Link. Like, I already mentioned last time that Link is into his food, so I wouldn't be surprised if it was him that makes pancakes. Well, makes sense we would be fighting mainly... Sorry, my brain got completely distracted by... Daruk holding up the ice wands. Those things were not made for hands the size... well, bigger than human heads. You know, that actually made me realize something. I mentioned about size differences in male and female retail earlier, but there barely is a difference between male and female Gorons, to my knowledge. Hell, I think either Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom literally has a joke about it. Oh, mini Igneo Taluses. And a normal size Igneo Talus. Taluses are giant rock monsters. The Igneo variant is the fire one. Try not to be standing on the top of it for too long. If I remember, you do start losing health. Both, once you called it for a little bit, it actually cools down and such. Its weak spot is the rock on its head. Oh, I'm out of ice. These things are annoying to fight in Tears of the Kingdom, and they're annoying to fight here. Like, yeah, don't stand on those for too long. Yeah. Those things hurt.
I'm on it. Remote.
Unfortunately, there's no, there's a part where it goes. Yeah, you got to divide and conquer. Okay, what I'm gonna do is have Link and Daruk kill the ones down the mountain, whilst I grab the volley and go up the mountain. I mean, volcanoes have hot springs. And yes, they do seem to heal you, apparently. Oh, no, there's a Korok. Ooh, fire geese. Ouch. Oh, that's fun to deal with. I should probably deal with these fuckers, shouldn't I? Got some useful, if not kind of materials. Alrighty.
You're finished. Watch and learn.
And those are two fire moblins. I'm just gonna
You stand a chance.
do an ungodly amount of damage to it. Ooh, what one was that? One. Ah! 2 light, 1. The 2 light combo. That's actually a really useful one. I'm gonna send to do all that.
My feathers! I can't be stopped.
Stop complaining about your feathers. Yeah, that finisher is actually not just good for damage, but good for shredding what's its too. Anything there? Nope. Okay, but yeah, there was definitely something up here. Definitely some kind of secret medieval. Right to you. Ow! Ah, great, there's 3 of the fuckers. Oh, now think about it. Wouldn't Rivali actually be really good against the Taluses? Ooh, where the fuck are you going? You're going in completely the opposite direction, man. You should be. I should probably help with some of this shit. If I must. Okay, never mind. We are making a detour down there, of course. There is ice monster down there. And ice monster need ice wood charges. Something that would be very helpful at the moment. There. That was it. Okay, that should take you out. Oh, Imp is here too, I guess. Didn't fucking know she was here. Right. Back to Rivali, who's dealing with this shit. Now would be a thing I would like to see in Rivali's upgrade path. the ability to have it so that if you did get damaged, it wouldn't take you out of the air.
I can use this. That's the way. You're finished.
Right. Well, that's shit done with. Well, that fire was annoying. And yeah, that is that mission completed. So yeah, each weapon has three. Whoa. Each character has 3 weapons per particular category. A tier 1 weapon, which is like this stuff, like travel spells and that sort of thing. A tier 2 one, and then a tier 3 one. The tier 3 ones are the ones you do want to start upgrading and investing in. Or at least do the bulk of your investing. Tier 1's not really much point. Tier 2's only screw about with level I'm at. Tier 3 ones, however,
Seeing it again. It's even bigger than I remembered.
yeah, you want to try and find the, try and grab the one with the highest
Right to it.
attack power you can get your hands on, which I think is about, I don't know, 120-ish? Oh yeah, we have another Divine Beast segment. This one with a giant gecko, which is a lizard, 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 lizard. Okay, I'm gonna stop now and just heat laser everything to death. Like a goddamn Gravios. I like this one. It involves explosives. What does count do? High five! Don't leave me hanging. No? Never mind. Yippee! Yippee! Ooh, that's the useful one. It's like the rain of arrows in on a bow in Monster Hunter. So that's what the high five is meant for. Oh, I like the power on that one. That's good. I'm gonna giant laser. How am I supposed to high five? I don't know. I suppose it's more like a Ninja Turtle. You do a high 3 instead. Nope, high 4, there's one on the bomb. I'm waiting for it, motherfucker. I will I think what was happening there is it was trying to do the thing, but it kept getting stuck. Ow. A little higher, buddy. There we go. And fuck you in particular. My time is a bit out, isn't it? Also, we ain't got a Kaiju fight? Ah. Well, like they're fighting against a Kaiju. There we go. There's a little bit of jank on that. I'm a small army of fuckers. No. Haha. Gotcha, bitch. Yeah, there is some jank with us. For sure. It seems you're completely invincible once you have something picked up. Which, yeah, that's kind of nice. Put that fireball down, young man. I kind of wish I used the special move for this, if I'm honest. Because, that took a while. for the sake of 6 minutes, that's like a quick 600
That was
rupees.
unexpected, but we pulled through in the end. You really proved yourself, hey little guy? Now, about me piloting Rutania. Well, go ahead and count the mighty Daruk in.
Oh, thank you, Daruk.
Of course! We'll smash that Calamity cannon jerk to smithereens! Oh, wait a minute. You must be starving after all that fighting. I know just the cure for that. My favorite, prime rock
Yeah,
roast.
and you thought I was kidding about the Gorons eating
Look delicious. Why don't you dig in?
rocks as their diet thing.
Sorry.
And apparently Link can digest that shit too.
Tiny princess. Next time, I promise to bring enough for everyone.
Thank you very much.
God damn, how strong's Link fighting for the food? I mean, he is a foodie. Well, how strong must his sodding teeth be? And his jaw as a whole. Like... Anywho.
You're here! Yahoo!
Curious about if I have anything, other parts for this. I don't know about this. If Link had to choose between Zelda and food, he would hesitate. To be fair, you're probably right.
Don't
Like,
be a stranger!
if there's two things to note about this particular incarnation of Link, one, he is very dedicated to his position, and he likes food.
Good work! Good stuff.
That's another regular attack for Duke.
The next battle's on me.
Ah. Link's now getting bonus things for his other weapon types. Well, two-handed weapons.
Hey!
I knew I could do it.
Now I'm trying to think of what characters should I
Good use.
properly start
For once, we've
making characters I primarily try to go with. Well, Link's definitely one of those characters you should go with, because of the fact that he's the character that's more or less going to be on the field 90% of the time.
All right, why not?
With the two of us, we can't lose.
It will be my honor.
Raise up Imper's level a bit. There. Oh. It might be worth actually doing a bit of detour, cause Link needs to level up a lot. Whoa. The level's a bit higher. So, doing some side stuff isn't a bad idea. And plus, it allows us to get acquainted with Link's other two weapon types. Two-handed weapons. Heavy hitting, got a lot of AoE in it. The whole gimmick of this one is, whoa, risk reward mechanic. But you can actually heal up any temporary damage by eating. That one's actually pretty useful because it, like, brings enemies does that whole dealio. But yeah, out of Link's weapon types, this is actually my personal favorite. Ironically, I don't actually use the risk reward part of things particularly much. Oh yeah, and one of the dash attacks is literally this. Yeah, and it's way too fun to do this. I think I just like the animations of it. Nice, quick. Also, apparently you had... Oh, cause it... For one back... One that doesn't stop you running, uses the X button. That seems to work with a CL mechanic as well. Yeah, it is worth actually trying to be a bit careful with it, so you don't completely obliterate yourself. Not about the size of your hammers, but what you use it. Wait, did... Oh shit, that has iframes on it. Oh, okay. So, huh. Okay, I did not know that had iframes on it. I wish there was a tier 3 version of the hammer though. Actually, one of the hammer that did drop might actually be a good one to upgrade. Because one, it's higher power. Oh yeah, if you match particular stat boosts together. You get extra loot. Oh, I've accidentally put that in that. Shit. Anywho, that one's useful cause monster part drop rate +5. That's actually going to make life a lot easier. You do have, they do come with a more powerful version of a weapon, but I wouldn't say it's worth sticking with that long term. On account of... Yeah, they're not gonna be stronger than a actual tier 3 weapon. Call them pseudo tier 3 weapons. Is a better way to put it. There we go. I think there's also one for one hit failure one. Oh god. Yeah, that reminds me of a challenge condition from the first Hyrule Warriors side mode, where one of the boards was well, you had a certain extra challenge on top of the main challenge of that square, and one of the ones is if you get hit you go down to like half a heart. And that was always bloody annoying. I think we can get away with this with the levels we're currently at.
Yeah.
Actually. Look. Maybe.
This looks quite satisfying.
Yeah. I think we should be able to get away with this. It's likely a case of
the 4 divine beasts were assembled with
Impo and Urbosa might level up
began in earnest,
along the
and
way.
the plan to defeat Hyrule's enemies began to coalesce. Zelda continued her work, calibrating the divine beasts and researching ancient relics. Much to her frustration, however, her sealing power remained dormant.
His Majesty did not offer even a single word of praise.
Well, it's only natural that Father would be frustrated.
But, Your Highness...
Right now, we must do whatever is in our power. Please inform Mifa and Daruk that we depart tomorrow morning.
Then you plan to go to the Divine Beasts? Understood.
Oh my. Father thinks that... Well, he thinks that the reason my ability hasn't awakened is because I haven't worked hard enough. I imagine that when I visit the Divine Beasts, he'll say as much. Huh? Link, you...
Would you like to air your grievances to the emotional support egg?
The adjustments to the Divine Beasts are not yet complete. We must fine-tune them for the individual pilots to ensure that they will be as effective as possible. So many of their parts are complex. We don't yet understand them fully.
Daruk, I have a request. Might I join you for training next time? I would like to be fully prepared. Learning new ways to fight foes might do me some good.
Of course! The more the merrier.
but more the merrier,
Thing is,
as Eggman would
still
say.
need a night gritty enough to see all the darkness, and they're nowhere to be found.
Yes.
Although, hey, if you see anybody that... Huh?
Huh?
Do they want...
Your Highness, I bring news. It regards your impending death.
Yeah, we're dealing with these. Ninja? Something like that. Anyway, we're dealing with these, fuckle chucks again. But, unluckily for them, I have a goddamn hammer. So, oh, they don't actually start you out with Link right for second. Thing. Yeah. I can still forward juggle them with Urbosa pretty well. Boink, boink, boink. Oh, there's a Blade Master here. Told you Urbosa would level up quickly here. Oh yeah, level ups actually refill your what's it gauge? It refills your special gauge. So, realistically... Ooh, I glitched it so it did it at a weird angle. Okay, don't use a fucking thing. No, Crow pieces don't work particularly well in instances like that. Okay. I should probably use some of Bowser's other attacks. Shouldn't I? Plan of attack here. Now if you go here. Two, three, four. Oh. 2, 4. Alright, let's blow this motherfucker up. Okay, in that case. Ouch! There were bombs there apparently. Okay. Alright. That should give us a bit of extra territory to work with. Bomb. Blue Moblin is just one up from your regular Moblin. Let's see. I'm trying to think of how do tiers of Moblins and Bokoblins go up. I think it goes like Bokoblins. Black Bokoblins, white Bokoblins, and with Moblins it goes normal, blue then black. To my knowledge. Hang on, that's the wrong one. Yeah, it seems to be the spear-wielding Moblins I can do flow rushes on. Everything else? Not so much. No! Oh! Blue Bokoblins. Okay. Maybe those it instead goes... Actually, I'm gonna save that for when the big guy shows up. Okay. No, that's not it. That was actually pretty sodding cool, I will admit. Actually, I'm gonna have both focus on that, and I'm sort out that whole situation. Wait. And boom! Just like that. It's almost like they make sure you have the correct rods for the enemies. Oh damn, if you hold that down it actually does a couple more hits. Okay. One person move to one outpost, and you to the other. Kaboom! No, I don't work. Oh. That worked. And that's another one gone. Yeah, sometimes going in to a fight underleveled might actually help you level up the characters. think's cooler? The Chica Slate runes from Breathworld, or the Zonai abilities from Tears of the Kingdom? I'd have to say the Zonai abilities, like, mostly because you can make instruments of death and destruction if you so wanted, but I'd say Hinox. Am I finally getting good at, Oh! Ouch! That was right in its eyeball, sir. What the hell? That probably hurt. I can kinda get it down. Emphasis on kinda. Yeah, damn, this thing does a lot of damage to you. So, yeah, you gotta be a bit careful. Yeah, no, that is in its eye. God damn, woman, you're fucking ruthless. Attacks like that always come in threes for some reason. I suppose it's probably just a roll of three thing.
Fortune was not on your side.
Ah, okay. Yep, this is where Link comes in the picture. Whack, 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 whack. And smack it with the hammer. It seems like if you have health you could recover via the X button. If you get hit, you lose it. Kind of reminds me of recoverable health in Monster Hunter, actually. So just kind of treat it like that. I love a lot of the flips and shit he does with two-handed weapons. I know. I think it's because swinging around a weapon that heavy with that much finesse is honestly a bit of a power move. Bums. Dodge. And he is down for the count. Nice.
I suppose destiny is at work then. The future is fickle.
And you speak very quietly.
Yeager clan, time to go.
And they just fucking peace out like that.
Link!
Guess it's a fictional ninja thing. Yeah, I think the little guy's mad that Link kinda stole his "Get down, Mr. President" moment. Oh! Okay. Now we're getting tier 2, weapons. Start battle with +1 health. I don't seem too bad. Movement speed 1? Again, could actually provide useful. But yeah, if anything that shows me that I do need to potentially do some grinding. Level 22, yeah, we definitely need to do some grinding. Okay. Can choose different difficulty options. Very hard, apocalyptic. Okay, that one's interesting. But yeah, it is saying that the next one is level 22. So in that particular instance, it's worth me actually grinding. Oh yeah, if you fill up the meter, you get extra bits and bobs. Actually, what do I need for this? Yeah, I just need the doing thing. Oh, that one actually is a good one to get. Increase sensor registered material drops. Yeah. I can't remember. It's either up here or somewhere around here-ish, where you can actually get Link's DLC weapon. And it's actually a really cool one. Easy. At the moment, you can only get from that one story mission where you have the Rogue Guardian chasing you. Because Guardians, like I mentioned last stream of us, you won't see Guardians as regular enemies till a bit further in the game. Well, a bit further in the game if I remember.
Thanks. Yes, quite.
But as you complete side nodes, you unlock more side nodes. So it's worth going out your way to do some every now and then. Especially when you have moments like this where you when you need to actually sit down and do some grinding. Which, yeah, that seems like it's gonna be more frequent as the game goes on, most. If I had to make an educated guess. I probably won't get that much XP out of this because these are only level 5 enemies. There was a bomb there that I wasn't aware of. If I remember... Yeah, if you... hit metal objects with electricity, it has the same effect as if you did it over bodies of water. I likely hit a few up. No, but I know there's other folks up here. Okay. Party Julian. Ah. I wondered where the bonus combo bit for spear was. Where is this? Ah, there it is. No, this is one of Link's other weapon types. I also mentioned that he has a DLC weapon. And that is a really cool little pair of flails. Well, flails as in singular, but like two flails joined together. And you can do some really cool shit with them. Is I seem really good at just making you move forward. Yeah, it seems like they're good at hitting everything in a cone in front of you. But don't expect them to hit everything to the size of you, though. Okay, it's the Y1 combo. Oh, the Y2 combo's kinda spicy. Excuse me, motherfucker. I am trying to learn my combos here. Thank you. 1, 2. Yeah, the Y2 combo is kinda spicy. I like it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's a multi-stab. Go. Okay. Well, where's combos that one? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, triple dash thing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't seem to have the 5 combo yet. Okay. Then again, I just kind of spam buttons. Yeah, it does seem like yeah, it does seem like spears move Link around a lot. Which, yeah, you might find some useful. But I sort of would prefer...
Beautiful work.
Damn, fish are expensive. Just like real life. Now, I wouldn't actually know that one, because, I don't really eat fish. Like... I never really have done. Okay. Where do we get those from? I'm gonna switch back to the two-handed weapons. I just find them more fun to use. Well, not that spears aren't fun to use with Link. Like... actually pretty cool. But, yeah, being able to just death somersault everything to death without even... Whoa. No. When a dash ability is really good for taking out enemies... There's a comedy to that isn't lost on me. You know. Yeah, it does seem like just doing some of these side stuff, no matter if you're over leveled for it, is still good for leveling. That actually might be good for just general grinding. Cause I wouldn't say that over leveling is like a terrible idea. Ow, hot, hot, hot. It'd be cool if you could use the what's it mechanic on weak point smashes too. No, you actually can't. Ah, that's a shame. Oh well. Ooh, Play-Doh. It's always worth making Link one of your main characters to level up, because you are going to be using him throughout 90% of the game.
Impressive.
The stable master's child was so happy with the insect's pack, he ran up to her father with a bug scooped in her hands. The birthday was a success, but the father may never be the same. Yeah, that one's just mean. We're gonna do one more. And then someone remind me to actually grind levels off grind levels and tier 2 weapons off stream. Okay, I'm guessing. Oh, you can use magnesis on now objects, and it'll do stuff like this. Like, you're not actually going to be making that much use of it, to be honest. Yeah. I mainly just use magnesis just for a weak point thing and not really much else. Same with cryokinesis. I don't see much use of those two outside of those particular instances. Stasis and remote bombs, however, yeah, they do have some uses. Remote bombs, much like the powered up bombs, in the first Hyrule Warriors is can be really good for helping to clear out keeps. Or clear out outposts, I should say. Which, yeah, will just generally make your life a lot easier. Stasis, you can keep... If you use the stasis cancel thing, where you just dash whenever your character initiates stasis to get out of any unique animations they usually get locked into. You can use it as a way to extend how long a weak point is out. And that's like some proper tech for the game. But yeah, magnesis and cryokinesis, I don't find that useful in this game. Increase hearts for all characters. That's actually not a bad one. Other ones. Ah. Perfect. I like how the sort of animations for them leaving the tower is actually different depending on what kind of mission you're doing. If you're just doing a side mission like that, they just warp to it. Whereas if it's a proper story level, then they do the whole gliding off into the sunset thing. It's kind of worth doing the train ones if you really think about it, because the Rook is literally just getting 2 levels without even trying. That ought to take a lot of them out. Okay. 1, 2, 3. I forget that Duke's unique action on its X thing on its own is literally a spin dash. Like, you can't tell me it isn't. Wait. Ah, okay. Wait. That's actually a useful one. And blow him away.
Nice going.
Beep. I like doing that way too much. The only thing with this is that they don't seem to spawn as that many enemies for you. Nice. Turn to sender. And kaboom. Nice. Yeah, they actually get a good couple of levels out of that. I can't remember what is a good early game leveling spot other than just but hey ho. Anywho, I think I'm gonna put a pin in the game for today. We got another 3 done today. Which, well, actually, technically 5 if you do actually count the Divine Beast sections as their own, fights. So really, we just kind of did about the same as we did, last time. Anywho, we is going to switch back to here for a little bit. Just for the usual 10-20 minute-ish chat. You did huge progress today? Yeah, we did. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, we did like 3 asterisk story bits and then a bunch of side stuff. Yeah. Let's see. The next bit, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, if I remember what the next one is, it's in the Breath Wild version of Kokiri Forest or something, or Lost Woods or whatever you want to call it. So, yeah. And actually, if I remember, that actually, whereas the Mipha and Daruk missions ended off with a Divine Beast segment, I think the next one is the other way around. It starts off with a Divine Beast segment. And it's for one, and it's for the is it the one I don't like piloting, or is it the other one we haven't had a go with yet? I can't remember. But I think both of them are the Divine Beasts I don't like piloting as much. But we'll cross that bridge next week. Yeah, much like last week, part of me is half tempted to break out my 3DS, see how the original Hyrule Warriors was, well, the first Hyrule Warriors was like, and like go full comparison mode on it. Well, to be fair, I think how you went about weapons was a bit easier in the LG Hyrule Warriors, cause one, the differences between each tier of weapon were more noticeable. And B, they were kind of at a bit of a fixed power value. But you also didn't need to level up weapons like you do in Age of Calamity. When you got the weapon, you just had the weapon. You more just focused on your character's level and making sure that they had their extra attacks and other little gizmos and stuff unlocked. Well, the way you went about getting extra health for your characters was a lot different as well, because that worked on the old heart container and heart piece system. Meaning you had to do a certain level of a certain character, capture a certain keep, and then you get the thing. Rather than, yeah, just dump a bunch of materials and they'll get an extra heart. Or something like that. I can't remember exactly how the weapon system worked in the first one, but I think you didn't have to level that up. And instead it was more focused on what additional skills both weapons had. And such. Elements were also, worked way differently. Whereas, in this one, what enemies you hit with specific elements, can open up to weak points. In the first game, it was just as arbitrary of, oh, you might want to bring, you want to bring a weapon of this particular element, or a weapon type that has this particular element, to this particular battlefield, or something like that. It was very simple. And arbitrary. I think they also did have effects, like one makes it so that they take more damage when they're airborne, or something of that nature. Now I really do want to fire it up at some point, just so I can actually remember. Plus, I don't really fire up my 3DS that much nowadays anyway. Which, kind of a shame. Maybe one day in my own time I'll randomly knock out a playthrough of Kid Icarus Uprising. Absolutely goated game, that one. If you have a 3DS lying around and you can pick up a copy of Kid Icarus Uprising second hand or something, would highly recommend you doing so. Like, it is a great game. Though if you're left-handed, the control scheme is slightly awkward, I will admit. But, yeah. That's what you get for being left-handed and playing a 3DS game that mostly involves a touchscreen. It's also a pretty game for a 3DS title. And again, there are quite a few 3DS games that are quite pretty. Kid Icarus Uprising, the 3DS Monster Hunter games. Especially for Ultima, like, that one was really pretty. Especially the first, the first locale you unlock, the Ancestral Steppe. Like, there are some areas in that are gorgeous. I don't think I'd ever pick a handheld console. Fair enough, cause realistically, they're not really a thing anymore. Well, sort of. stuff like the Switch and the Steam Deck kind of just marry a home console and PC-ish gaming with a handheld. So you don't get handhelds, well, that are just handhelds anymore. And if you do want to play something on the go, you'll probably either bring your Switch with you or play games on your phone or something. Like, there's enough phone games out there. If I have time to play, I do it on a PC with a big monitor. Fair enough. Like, and even then, you can actually play some mobile games on PC. Like, Arknights, for example. You can tell that game, well, mainly meant with mobile phones in mind, but there are ways to play it on PC. I know that mobile emulators are a thing. I've never really touched them. Well, outside of maybe like the official Google Play one. Google Play PC beta or whatever it's called. I use that for Arknights. Though, it does use up a lot of resources on your on my laptop for some goddamn reason. But luckily with Arknights, there are, I have heard that they are thinking about a proper PC client for the game, which, yeah, that would be good. Kinda wish I did have a beefier laptop, cause then I might actually be able to stream PC games, or you know, actually try to stream Arknights again. Cause way back, I did actually manage to get it so I was able to stream like a couple of PC games as well as Arknights. But not particularly well. Eventually got to a point where it was too laggy to really get away with it. And that was when I was still back on like OBS and such. But nowadays I don't even use OBS for streaming. I use Prism Live Studio, cause it's got all kinds of cool little features and that appeal to me. And it had built-in multi-streaming. So when I first started using it, the multi-streaming part of it was actually free. I then did eventually migrate it over to a paid subscription part of it. I think a couple of months back. But the price isn't actually that bad for me, so... And plus you have the option to pay for it monthly or yearly, which... Yeah, I'm one of those people that actually prefers to pay for things yearly rather than monthly, because then it's just one bigger lump sum I have to worry about. And such. I know. I don't know quite what that says about me as a person, but I am I would definitely say I am very much a out of sight, out of mind kind of person. Like, if I'm not actively thinking about it, I'm usually not worrying about it. Or even remembering about it in the first bloody place. Yeah, if I'm not actively thinking about something, I can sometimes completely forget about it. Yeah. I don't know why my brain does this. I can hazard a couple of guesses, but sometimes you could ask me to do something, and then 5 seconds later I've immediately forgotten it. Or forgotten all the details of it. Or my brain just spaced halfway through the question. It's actually kind of annoying habit that I have, but I do sometimes feel like it's something I might not have as much control over as I think I do. Like we're finding more music of Dover Syndrome for the Zatsu playlist. I keep meaning to do that, but every time my brain just conveniently puts it to one side, and my brain ended up blanking about something. Well, blanking about it. Until my brain goes, oh shit, I was meant to do that. And then literally does the whole cycle all over again. Like, now I'm thinking about, now that I'm actually bringing that subject up, I am now remembering things that I forgot to do. Because it just completely slipped my mind. Which, I will probably do either after the stream or sometime tomorrow, if I remember then. Yeah, best way to describe it, I can randomly selectively forget things, like specific things. I'm good at remembering the most random of gaming trivia, but I couldn't remember something from last week. My brain also tends to autopilot, so that I end up doing specific things purely on instinct, especially things that I've done 1,000 times. Like, what's the term? Muscle memory? Yeah, muscle memory. That's why, even though I haven't played a Mario Kart game in God knows how long at this point, well, I haven't played Mario Kart in many months, if I were to suddenly get Mario Kart World or something and a Switch 2 tomorrow, I'll be able to get back in and be good at it in about 5 seconds flat. Because I have the muscle memory. Everybody do things that they are used to? That does make sense. Like, we all have our habits. I should know cause, well, I am a creature of habit. I tend to order the same things from fast food places all the time, or when I go out for my walks, I have specific routes I always seem to go on. Or have specific places I like going, or I go out to for a day out or something like that. It's just part of who I am. Can't remember which part of it is. I believe it's the autism side. Yeah, I believe it's the autism side. But I know one thing with that is we like routines, and we don't like it when those routines are disrupted. And I think it's also a part that likes planning things out. Unfortunately, I'm also saddled with ADHD, which is the complete opposite, which doesn't like planning things out. Yeah. My brain tends to go full tug of war some days. And I will admit, I can sometimes be rather indecisive. I wonder if that's why I do just run off an instinct some days, cause my brain can't fucking make its mind up, so the instincts just go, fuck it, I'm driving now. To put in perspective. Jeez, what is it every time I talk about the fact that I'm autistic and have ADHD that I end up really going into very specific details of it. I suppose that's just kind of another part of it. Like, I overanalyze shit. And that's probably why I know so much about video games. Because my brain sort of overanalyzes stuff. That, and I watch a lot of YouTube, so... And some of my favourite videos are those random little, facts or, gaming history things. Oh, what was I watching earlier? It is related to the point that I'm making here with, the fact that I like to analyze stuff and like to watch stuff that is analyzing stuff. I think it's, yeah, I think it was a video from Game Maker's Tooltip. Figures the guy who is Lily has a degree in making video games, watching the thing that breaks down how different games do game mechanics. Very Cyberphnx. But yeah, it was one to do with destructible environments and destruction and that sort of thing. and all the technical nitty-gritty of it. Because apparently there are many different ways to actually do that. Apparently one of the obvious ways is to have a non-destroyed version of an object and a destroyed version of an object. And simply have it that when the object is hit or is meant to take damage, they just swap out the models. Swap out the intact one for the destroyed one. Which, yeah, is a pretty common one. Let's see. Ooh. Now, that was actually a very interesting example they actually brought up in terms of destruction and how they do it. And that was, Astrobot of all games. And it's actually really interesting. I think video also went into like voxels and that sort of thing, and how those are used for it. I think one of the examples was like teardown or something. And Donkey Kong Bonanza, that one apparently uses voxels and such. But yeah, it was actually I do think that is that entire channel is actually pretty interesting. The channel name is Game Maker's Tooltip, and it goes into like all sorts of little game mechanics or bits and bobs of gaming to talk about. That's not the only channel that I actually watch. I also watch Design Doc 2. That's another one I watch. And that again talks about that sort of thing. But one thing it does do, it goes into game mechanics, but it's an example of what games that did it right and why they did it right, but also ones of where they got it wrong and or messed it up, and why they did and how they missed the mark. Yeah, and, you know, I should really plop down a list of channels and that I actually find really interesting, in case you guys want to have a gander at any of them. Because, well, I just find them incredibly interesting. Nah, fair enough. Everyone's, you do you. Okay, fair enough. But, yeah, everyone kind of has their own taste on that, which, yeah, fair enough. I find myself defaulting to that phrase quite a bit. Just fair enough. I guess I kind of default to it when I just like, yeah, I just kind of wholeheartedly agree with you. Or I get what point you're trying to make. Or something of that nature. I guess different things have, or different phrases have different meaning for folks. Fair enough is my way of just going, that's, oh, my way of just saying, that's fair. Which, yeah. Yep, my brain's gone blank. I think I might have yapped. I haven't tapped out, I've yapped out for the day. Yeah. I can't think of any more conversation topics. That's another annoying thing my brain does. It will just suddenly randomly drop a topic or just jump to a completely different one. Have to go to sleep anyway? Fair enough. And now I'm going to be conscious about how many times I say fair enough in a day. At least until I forget about it. Which, give it 10 minutes. Anyway. Anywho, we've well past the which past the 3-hour mark, so I suppose I ought to let you lot go for the evening. Oh, before we do, schedule. Wrong one. Start counting on a clicker. Fair enough, but I don't actually have one of those. There we go. So we did Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity today, and no stream Friday, because I just kind of fancied that day off stream to just chill in the evening. Something tells me I'm probably gonna play Vampire Survivors that evening instead. Especially because the update that came out today. So I will see you on Saturday for some Monster Hunter. Or just gonna grind some random things that take my fancy, or whatever's in my wish list at that point. Which I think is a bunch of bowls at this point. I'm getting into using bowls again. But yeah, that's the schedule for this week. And again, I mentioned bows in Monster Hunter. Like, bows, I'm really good with bow against Raydell for some reason. But hey ho. Anyway, like I said, I'm gonna let you all go for the evening. So, as always, thank you all for popping in and hanging out for a bit. Very, very much appreciated. And you're welcome back anytime you like. If you're on the YouTube side, feel free to drop a subscribe or a like. And on the Twitch side, feel free to drop a follow there. But you guys just popping in and hanging out for a bit, that's more than enough for me. And I very much greatly appreciate it whenever you do. I hope you all stay safe. And I also hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day. Alrighty. I will see you Saturday for some Monster Hunter. Yeah, stay safe, have a wonderful rest of your day, and yeah, see you Saturday. Good night, everybody. Bye. What's the thingy? Good night. You stay safe too. And see you Saturday. Good night.